Happy Black Friday. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. And if you're out and about today, please be safe out there. Amos 3:3 says, "Do two walk together unless they have agreed to do so?" Today's topic is advice for dating. There is no definite test that can predict how a date will ultimately work out. But here are 5 questions that you should always ask yourself. Number 1, what's my first impression of this person? For example, who do they hang out with? What kind of events do they enjoy? Do they lie? Do they steal? Do they swear? Do they do drugs? This kind of information can save you untold heartache down the road. And not to judge a book by its cover. Until you really get to know somebody, what else can you go by? Number 2, how well do I know them? Isn't it wiser to date someone you have known for a while instead of a stranger? Number 3, are they gracious toward others? Nothing is worse than a man who brags about his previous conquests or a woman who constantly criticizes her ex. Would you trust that kind of person with your reputation and your heart? Number 4, do we share the same values? As we read from the prophet Amos, the Bible says, "Can two people walk together without agreeing on the direction?" Opposites may attract, but that's not a good rule when it comes to values. You need to know that your date is a committed Christian who lives by his or her convictions. What kind of standards do they have about things like money, morals, and movies? And number 5, can I trust them to keep their word? In previous relationships, did they flirt or cheat or remain loyal? Count on it, a promise breaker will inevitably become a heartbreaker. If you're dating, here is some sound advice from Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. In other words, seek God's will in all that you do, including your relationships, and he will show you which path to take. As I look back, when I was in my 20s, some of my students asked me what I was looking for in a relationship. First, I was looking for someone I could share my life with. Second, that person needed to love Jesus and be committed to him. And third, they needed to be a teacher. At that point, one student interrupted and asked, "Why a teacher?" Because a teacher would understand my love for students in youth ministry. Someone who didn't work with students might become resentful of the time that I spend with students and at school activities. A teacher would understand because they do the same thing. But honestly, I didn't have time to be looking because I was busy. But God had it all worked out. And I would end up coaching and later teaching at the Christian school where I never applied, the same school where Deb started her teaching career. A PE teacher, a principal, and a bunch of middle school students started trying to fix us up. And eventually, they succeeded. God had made our paths converge. Be patient. He will do the same for you. We invite you to join us for worship Sunday morning at 9 or 11 a.m. And if you're traveling or unable to join us in person, be sure to worship with us on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel at the Village Church at World Golf Village. And be sure to pray for our mission team next Monday through Thursday at the Charlotte Operation Christmas Child Processing Center. They will be leaving Sunday afternoon and returning home late next Thursday night. Have a great weekend, church, and be safe out there on those holidays roads. We love you. Enjoy your Black Friday.